On the 27th of February 2025 at Fort Lauderdale-Hollywood International Airport, a woman deployed pepper spray against a father and his young son after observing the father holding the child's hand tightly in a terminal. She was arrested on scene by Broward County Sheriff's Office deputies. This is a legal analysis of that incident under Florida law.
Who?
Officer.
Come over here.
Look, she's a witness too. She's a witness. That guy's breaking that kid's hand. I did spray him. Yes, I did.
Have a seat.
There's another witness right there, a woman.
You're out of line.
Dude, I'm gonna spray you in a minute.
Give me that. You're not spraying anybody.
Go talk to him.
Okay.
He broke his kid's hand.
Okay.
I saw him do it.
All right,
I heard the bone crack.
All right, what happened?
Okay, so the guy says he's the kid's father, right? He's squeezing his son's hand so hard, the boy's going, you're hurting me. I heard the bone crack, and there's a woman there with long black hair. She's a witness to it, too.
Water's not going to help with pepper spray.
I got pepper spray in my eye.
Yeah, I know. Just come sit down. Water.
Oh my God! Why would she do that?
We'll call fire rescue now.
Oh my gosh!
Say them.
But no, we're trying to get to our gate because we're in a hurry.
Rescue reference pepper spray.
Oh my God! Why would she do that? You okay, puppy? We're just walking. We're rushing to our gate because we don't want to be late. And he's agitated because we're walking. And she's saying that I'm squeezing pudding.
He wasn't him.
Who's she?
The lady that
He sprayed him for no reason.
Okay. And then who sprayed the
lady. Oh my!
She sprayed him with pepper spray.
And you don't know her?
No, I don't.
She
We're
just came out
just
of
trying to
nowhere.
get to our plane because we gotta go to Puerto Rico. And then she sprayed him.
Their child was crying, and she went up to them and started yelling at them, and then telling them they needed to, the way he was holding him was unacceptable. That somebody needed to call the cops on them, and then she was agitated. They were just trying to walk,
Get to our
and
gate.
she pulled out pepper spray and proceeded to pepper spray them.
Jesus. Okay.
She sprayed even my
Are you in a
son.
rush or no?
Yeah,
Is that as you're waiting for?
all good.
Thank you. Well, this is...
Oh my God! We're gonna be late.
You'll be good. The air is the best thing for pepper spray. So try to keep your eyes open. Water is going to make it 10 times
Oh
worse.
my God! Why would she do this?
We're about to miss our flight, but we wanted to tell you what we just saw so we don't miss our flight.
Come over here.
Thank you.
And I pepper sprayed him. I asked him
She did pepper spray him, but we were walking in. I had noticed also he was squeezing the kid's hand really fucking hard. I had been looking when I was walking too, and I was like, that's not right. I didn't say anything, but she did, and that's when I stopped because I was like, okay, I'm not the only one who noticed that.
All right, so the guy was trying to hand hard, then what?
He was like pulling the kid who was holding the kid's hand really hard, and I wasn't going to say anything at first, but then she did, and I was like, okay, I'm not the only one who noticed that it was problematic. Like he was really, and the kid was crying very like
Okay,
loud.
all right, let me see your ID real quick.
Yeah.
What time's your flight?
10 minutes.
We have to start
We gotta
boarding.
board in 10 minutes.
Okay. And you saw pretty much the same thing?
Yeah.
So he was squeezing a hand.
She started yelling at him, and they started going back and forth, and she pepper sprayed him.
Okay.
I also think they're on the same plane as this.
Them over there?
Yeah.
They might not be calling.
So that if he gets in trouble, there's nothing.
Yeah, that's fun too.
All right, we might be calling you then, okay?
Thank you.
We didn't do nothing wrong. We just going to
We're
our
rushing
flight.
to our next. We just got off of our flight from St. Louis. We hear our gate. We hear it. So we're rushing. And he's agitated already because it's been a long trip. And then she just comes out of nowhere, sprays me. I feel something behind me, so I'm thinking it's somebody maybe I know. When I turn, she's just going at it at me. And then bam, she sprays me, saying that I'm hurting him. If she would have came up to me, hey, why is he crying like that? We would have told him. He's agitated. We've been at this since 9 o'clock,
I want to get over there to my flight.
She came out of nowhere, because all I was doing was this, what I always do with my son when we're in the rush. Hold him and then we rush it.
Yeah, that's what I said. You don't even have to show. We already have someone playing cameras video in here.
We didn't do nothing wrong. We were just trying to get over there. Yeah, look at that. That was not necessary.
if I go anywhere tomorrow or the next day and I see somebody doing that to their kid, I'm going to pepper spray them closer to their eyes and mouth next time. Let me catch somebody doing that again to their kid.
You can do that to somebody, you're going to physically hurt you. So
Really? Because when as soon as wait a minute, oh no, you're lying. First of all, you don't know your own job here. Because as soon as somebody's committing a battery on another person, I got the Second Amendment to cover me. Because at the moment of the battery, yes, at the moment of a battery, an adult has the legal right to use the Second Amendment and protect a child from harm.
What is the Second Amendment?
The Second Amendment is the right to protect yourself and bear arms. It's the right to self-defense and bear arms. Here, let me get my phone out and read it to you.
You're not touching this.
The Second Amendment. Oh, yeah, I know it's a big travesty of justice. But you know something? Big deal. Tomorrow when I get out of jail or whatever you're going to do with me, let me catch somebody else doing a battery on a child. I'll do the same thing again. And as soon as the guy tries to slap me or punch me, I'm going to use the Second Amendment to defend myself with deadly force. I'll break his cap. Good. Kick me out.
Get up.
Big deal. Okay, asshole. Fat ass. Cellulitic. Ugly. Big deal. Thanks. Now I'll get 3 hots in a cot. Oh, and by the way, if that gets to be a court case, the camera's going to show him abusing the kid, and then I'm going to sue you for false arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
As a matter of fact, polygraph the fat ass. And polygraph the kid and look at the camera, and you'll see a stupid fat ass father abusing his kid.
Spread your feet, ma'am, please. Spread your feet. Spread your
They're
feet.
spread.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks for kicking me, asshole. You know you look like a giant penis?
I get that a lot.
Yeah, you sure do. Bet you lose a lot of girlfriends like that, too, as soon as you stick your foot and kick their ankle. The girl goes, you know what? You're an abusive asshole. Maybe you became a cop just so you could kick women around. Thanks for the 3 hots in the cot. When I get out and see his ass, I'll let me see him in Fort Lauderdale. Because I'll pepper spray his face and his eyes so bad. And as soon as he tries to slap me or punch me, I'll use the Second Amendment and defend my body with deadly force and break his cap.
That's not nice.
Yeah? You know what? It's not nice to abuse a kid, and it's not nice to be a blind, deaf, and dumb cop that don't want to acknowledge abuse on a child and try to say that I did something wrong by protecting a child. And you got a black girl that's a witness that said the same thing I did, and I noticed how you made her disappear.
Check that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm so crazy. I protect children, and I'll do it again.
You can sit down.
You're so crazy that you don't want to protect kids. You don't give a shit. You told me to mind my own business, is what you told me. I hope you lose sleep over it at night. I won't. You could take me to jail, and I'll never lose sleep over trying to protect a child. Never in my life. But I know you will.
Florida Statute Section 776.031 governs the use of force in defense of others. It permits non-deadly force only when the person reasonably believes such force is necessary to prevent imminent unlawful force against a third party. The standard is objective reasonableness, not sincerity of belief. A father gripping his child's hand in a busy airport terminal absent any observable injury or weapon does not meet this threshold. Florida Statute Section 827.03 defines child abuse as the intentional infliction of physical or mental injury upon a child. To legally justify force under the defense of others doctrine, the observed conduct must rise to this statutory level. No injury was documented. No weapon was present. Witness testimony described crying and a firm grip. That fact pattern falls short of Florida's child abuse threshold as a matter of law. In State v. Soto 45, so 3D 57, Florida's 4th District Court of Appeal held that the defense of others' justification requires objective reasonableness evaluated from the perspective of a reasonable person on the scene. Applying Graham v. 7, Connor 490 U.S. 386 from 1,989 courts assess what information the actor possessed at the moment of the decision. Here, the subject had only a visual observation in a public space with no knowledge of the family's circumstances or the child's behavior pattern. Florida Statute, Section 784.03 defines battery as the intentional touching or striking of another person against their will. OC spray deployment satisfies all statutory elements. The subject's own statement, "I did spray him," establishes both the intent and the act required for a battery conviction. This is the primary charge and the most legally straightforward count. Florida Statute Section 827.04 addresses contributing to the delinquency or dependency of a child. By deploying a chemical irritant in close proximity to the minor child, the subject created a condition directly harmful to the child she sought to protect. This is the most consequential legal lesson of this incident. The act of intervention itself became the harm. Florida courts have applied this statute to conduct that exposes a child to a harmful environment, and OC spray deployment in an enclosed terminal qualifies. In Walker v. State, 991. So, 2D 928, Florida's First District Court of Appeal clarified that force used in defense of others must be proportionate to the threat. OC spray deployment against a stationary adult who posed no physical threat to the intervening party fails this proportionality requirement. The correct legal channel under Florida Statute Section 39.201 is reporting suspected abuse to law enforcement or the Department of Children and Families. Physical intervention by a private citizen is not an authorized response under Florida law. Key legal lessons from this incident. First, sincere belief does not substitute for objective reasonableness. Second, the defense of others doctrine requires imminent unlawful force, not a personal determination that conduct is inappropriate. Third, civilian intervention using force can generate criminal liability greater than the harm the person sought to prevent. Fourth, the appropriate response to suspected child abuse is a report, not force. Battery under Section 784.03 and contributing under Section 827.04 together expose the subject to a combined maximum of 2 years incarceration under Florida law.